Hey guys. Well, the other day I asked a question, what kind of videos would some of you guys like to see, and one of the suggestions was kind of a what's in my pack type video. My pack always changes. I'm always adding or subtracting gear depending on, almost the time of day it seems like. I mean, I never carry a constant bunch of gear. I mean, I guess I do. There is a basic core group of gear that I do carry, but as far as the extras and the add-ons, that's always changing. But I just thought I'd show you real quick what I'm going to carry today. I'm going to go on a day hike with my wife. We've still got a good 2 feet of snow out in the woods, and it's going to be tough walking. If you saw my birch sapping video, it's thawing right now so bad it's hard to stay on top of the snow. You just sink in, even with my my modern trail type snowshoes. Anyway, it's early spring, real early spring, but it's going to be a super nice day. It's already 50. So this is what I'm going to take out into the woods. I'm going to reposition the camera, and I'm just going to kind of show you what gear I'm going to take today. I'm just going to bring a haversack with me. So I'll get back with you. Okay guys, well here's the stuff I'm going to take out into the woods today. First of all, I always have a knife with me. I like this knife. It's a Blind Horse Woodsman Pro. The one bad thing I will say, or it's not really even a bad thing, but one thing I don't particularly care for on this knife is the sheath. If I did not have this lanyard tucked into this Ranger band, when I tipped it upside down, it would just fall right out. And I don't plan on going upside down anytime soon or anything like that, but one time I was going to bed and I didn't have any shoes on, and I accidentally dumped this upside down, and the darn thing fell really close to my foot. So you just gotta kind of watch out for something like that. So anyway, I've got my ferro rod in here. I've just got a P38 can opener and a magnetized sail needle right there. So this is something I carry basically all the time. Every time I go out into the woods, I'll carry this knife or a knife similar to this. In my pocket, I also carry a little pocket knife. This is a Baron Sons high carbon steel pocket knife. I believe it's made out of 1095. So I like this knife. Just chapstick, a lighter, a little survival tool card thing. Really the only thing I use this for is striking a ferro rod, but it really doesn't take up any room in my pocket, and I just like to carry it. I'm kind of a ferro rod nut, so I always carry this ferro rod too. I kind of like it. It's got a little Kydex sheath, kind of a neat little deal. It's just a ferro rod. Little hunk of paracord. Usually try to carry just some random cordage. I just kind of like carrying it to practice with. I know, like up when I'm watching YouTube videos on the computer and stuff, I have a little hunk up there that I can practice doing knots with, because you're watching a video, it's kind of nice to practice. You can pause it and watch it. Anyway, I carry something like that into the woods. This here, this wool sack, I bought at Frost River in Duluth. Pretty sure that's what it's called, Frost River. But anyway, my Pathfinder bottle fits in there, and I like cold water. You put a little ice in there or something and it starts to sweat. You put it inside this wool and it will keep it insulated a little bit and kind of keep your stuff drier than if you just threw it in your haversack. I have the canteen set up too, but I like this because it's a little more streamlined and it fits in my haversack. Pretty cool. So also, this is one of Justin Wolf's danglers. I've got my Baco Laplander saw in my haversack. I'll end up putting that on my belt. And then I carry this little flashlight with me. It's a little Phoenix, and I just like having a little flashlight handy on my belt. It comes in handy, even just around the house, you're looking for something and you just whip out a light. It's kind of handy. So here's my haversack, the Hidden Woodsman haversack. A lot of you guys know about that. So this is the first pocket here. I've got one of Justin Wolf's fire kits here, his leather fire kits from his Affordable Woodsman line. So it's just a random fire kit. I've got a magnifying lens here, and I've got my flint and steel kit inside of there. I really like this leather kit that he makes. I think it's pretty cool. So I carry that with me. And inside that pocket I have my antler bearing block for a bow drill fire. I'm not planning on making any bow drill fires when I go out into the woods. It's all just for practice, but it's fun to carry. This is just a random tinder bag. The Hidden Woodsman makes these. So Malcolm, thanks. My Laplander saw. As you can tell, I'm a big fan of Justin's leather work. Here's this will, like I said, clip onto my belt when I'm ready to go out. Nice sheath. Look at that sucker. I mean, that fits in there tight. What a nice sheath. That sucker's it's not coming out. Okay. Then I've got this little kit here. I kind of like carrying this with me because sometimes chaga is up in the woods kind of high, and I've got some cordage here, and I've got a little spear point here that I can lash to the end of a stick or something and dig out the chaga, and that's why I carry this. This was made by Michael Pryor. So that's what I'm going to carry out in the woods. All this stuff that doesn't weigh much, but I've basically got, I mean, I've got a lot of kit here, a lot of gear here that I mean, I could handle myself in the woods pretty good with all this junk for sure. I always check the weather. You know, it's going to be a nice day. I don't need to bring any rain gear or anything like that. I'm just going to have my, you know, I might bring an extra coat or something like that, but it's doubtful. Like I said, it's going to be in the 50s or so today, so it's going to be pretty nice. This is what I carry for a day hike, guys. So a lot of stuff here, but it really doesn't weigh much. Most of this stuff, all of this stuff right here, is on my person. All of this stuff I just carry even when I'm around the house. So this is the only stuff that's in my haversack, and it doesn't weigh hardly anything. So maybe we'll get some footage of me out stumbling around in the woods today. Take care, guys. One other thing I forgot to show you guys, and guys, I'm a nut. I mean, I am just a nut, and that's okay. I mean, that's just the way I am. I carry 3 or 4 ferro rods with me. I carry knives. I mean, it's just the way I am. I'm obsessive compulsive kind of, but whatever. Anyway, one other thing I forgot to show you guys is another knife I carry. It's a Michael Pryor Scout. This lanyard here is made by Joe Mobley. I'm going to be doing a video on this, a review, one of these days when I get around to it, I guess. But I use this thing all the time, and I have to say I really like it. But anyway, I've got a ferro rod lashed to there, and just my Scout. So one other thing I always carry out in the woods. Okay guys, this is where we're hiking today, just a little day hike. It's this government land or whatever. Trying to walk on this dirt road so it's not so deep so the snow's not so deep out in the woods. A tornado came through here a few years back, and that's why all these trees are down. Knocked down some huge oak trees and stuff. In the summertime this is just really overgrown. It's hard to walk through or do anything in. Anyway, I hope you guys are getting out today. Well, we can't go any further here. I still think this is government property, but I think they lease it out. I don't know if it's potlatch land or what it is, but they lease it out for people to hunt and stuff like that. I don't think it's really private property. Maybe it is, but anyway, you can see right there some dude's got a deer stand. I haven't really seen much in terms of wildlife today. I think the dog scared up a squirrel, but that's about it. But man, what a beautiful day. Super warm out today. Alright guys, I just thought I'd show you this real quick. Normally with a birch tree, when it's dead, they usually rot basically from the inside out. So I mean the bark is still good and everything, but the wood really isn't very viable. So I just came by this piece, I just kind of broke it off. You can tell the base is rotten, but up here at the top I cut a little section off, and you can tell it's still viable. There's a little bit of A little bit of rotten stuff in there, but not bad. So this would be a good candidate for a bow drill fire. So I could harvest wherever it's still solid at, make the spindle and the hearthboard all out of this one piece here. I'll probably go ahead and harvest this piece and just take it back with me because, I don't know, it's just fun to practice with stuff. So just thought I'd share that. Take care. Okay, here's the set I made from that piece of birch that I showed you. Now the problem with this is this spindle, I was kind of throwing it around for my dogs and it got buried in the snow a few times. So from about here up is basically saturated. I just burned in my set and there was actually water coming out of the top of the spindle. Let's see if it works. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. The string is saturated with water now from the middle of that spindle. Not even building up dust quite like it should be. Alright. It's a thick spindle, or thick hearthboard too, so it's going to take a while to build up. Wow, I think I got it. That's tough. Boy, is that spindle wet. Man. Whew. Okay. Well, it worked. I mean, this is just, I don't know if you can see that, but from here up, it's just soaked. So that was pretty cool. Nice little bit of fun. About killed me doing it, but let's see if we can blow her in this flame. A little tinder bundle here. And little is the key word. Starting to get a cherry on the top of the coal. Took a while. Everything's pretty wet. There you go. Hope you guys had a good day today.